Hey everybody, it's the One Minute Cowboy. How y'all doing? I'm talking today about the bronze snakes in Numbers 21, verse 4 through 11. And preachers end up preaching on this usually at Sunday or Wednesday night. You know, a lot of churches have died and they don't have any type of evening service anymore. You know, they go to church once a week, maybe twice. A lot of churches still go on Wednesday night, but there's no Sunday night Bible study, and that's a shame in most churches. But this particular church had Sunday night Bible study, and I was in the area. And I wondered if some of the people that I might run into from 20, 30 years ago in my past would, I'd recognize any of them. The ones I didn't want to talk to me. I don't blame them. But we're going to get back here to the bronze snakes. Forgive me, I have a little bit of a cold. It said the people traveled from Mount Hor along the route from the Red Sea to go around Edom. But the people grew impatient on the way, and they spoke against God and against Moses and said, "Why have you brought us up out of Egypt and up into the desert? There is no bread, there is no water. We're in famine," is basically what they said. They're miserable and there's no food. Well, God had been feeding them manna from heaven, amen. We read about that. And just like people, they get impatient. Children get impatient. But the reason God answered them, and He sent snakes out among them, and they bit them. Poisonous snakes. And when the people came to Moses complaining about that, made him aware of it, Moses prayed, and God told him to put a serpent upon a pole, a bronze serpent. Specifically fashion it out of bronze. And the reason being is because that's the original sin of man. And I know you can look upon medicine and they have two bronze serpents, a bronze serpent on a pole, got wings. I'm not going to describe it any more than that, but that goes back to the original sin of man. And the reason the people were enduring what they were enduring is because of original sin. God answered their question, and He had them look back upon that bronze serpent, and they were instantly healed. And that was the answer. And they all knew what the answer was. But so many of our ministers today, they don't know that. They don't know that that represents original sin. That's the snake in the tree with Adam and Eve there eating the fruit. That's what it is. So the people had to be reminded of their original sin. And the fact they needed God, and if they turned back, they'd turn back into their original sin. God had better for them. Amen. Well, that's all I have today. The old One Minute Cowboy signing out. I hope I didn't bore you to death. I'm back on here. I figured out how to get back on here and not have it on my personal devices. A couple of the things that I use, and many of us use, have a lot of inappropriate videos on there. And it was a little bit embarrassing having that on my phone. And so I decided I would get another device to keep that stuff on and use it along with my phone. That way I didn't have to carry that stuff around with me. I do this because I love you. Amen.